Jim and I have been here a long time and don't recall a March like this one.
No, I think schools closing in March because of weather probably hasn't happened since 1965. Yeah, and we haven't had a measurable amount of ice or snow in Austin after the 3rd of March since 1930. Wow. And tomorrow is March 4th, yes. So it would be the first time. This is what we had out there tonight. Rain, all liquid. We've been above freezing. No ice quite yet. Also some lightning and thunder out there. But as we drop below freezing, it could turn to ice by morning. That's why, take a look, the National Weather Service has placed the city of Austin, Travis County, Williamson County, back to the west of Llano County, and to the southeast of Fayette County under a winter storm warning, meaning up to 1/10 of an inch of ice could accumulate. Those purple counties, the rest of our viewing area, under a winter weather advisory, simply meaning that we're likely to see less accumulation there. On Viper radar, the rain and thunderstorms have really all in Texas tonight been focused right here on our part of the state. We're seeing it kind of taper off now northwest of San Antonio. I think we'll see a break between systems. Let's take a look at the storm profiler radar. That's a pretty good thunderstorm down there around Wimberley right now. Probably some pea-sized hail falling in that. Some moderate downpours from Lakeway to Round Rock over to Elgin, back down across Bastrop County and down toward the Luling area. But again, this is all liquid thus far. Now, I want to take you to our high-resolution computer model here. We'll put it into motion. It begins at 4 a.m. and it shows at that hour the pink you see there up around Georgetown, back to Lake Travis, Fredericksburg, Llano, up towards San Saba. That's the wintry mix. The computer model believes it'll be cold enough at that time that we'll be seeing some sleet or some freezing rain. Put it into motion. There's 5 a.m. east of Georgetown down to Austin. Patchy to the east, a little more frozen to the west from Lampasas down toward Johnson City. Let's fast forward to 6:30 a.m. A little bit of freezing precipitation here in the Austin area, not that much off to the east, mainly liquid there. And by 8 a.m., we're just showing clouds with most of the precipitation coming to an end at that hour. Okay, that's the high-resolution model. In theory, that should be the most accurate, but I want to show you a second model that has just come in here. We call this one our Adonis model. And by 6 a.m., all that pink there, it depicts more widespread wintry mix, freezing rain, sleet, or some freezing drizzle. By 7 a.m., metro area back to the southwest into the hill country, even to the southeast, generally long and south of 290. 8:30 a.m., still seeing the wintry mix in much of the area. But look at that quick transition. We warm above freezing. 9 a.m., it turns it all to liquid, to rain, and then it begins to taper it off as we go through the afternoon. Maybe some lingering activity down there toward Fayette County at that hour. So we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be a short window early in the morning that we could see some freezing precipitation. You can see how that's all clustered right here on us right now, but the main storm is right there moving south of the Big Bend, so we're expecting one more wave of precipitation to develop overnight, and that will be likely when we're down near these numbers. These are our forecast lows overnight, with most everybody falling below 30 degrees. It starts to ice over, at least it did on February 11th, up at SH45, I-35 at 30 degrees. I think we'll easily be there. Now, we've been warm lately, so it might take it getting down to maybe 28, 27 degrees. But again, we've got plenty of those on the weather map, and so it's possible we could see some icing of those elevated roads, those flyovers that tend to ice over first in the morning. All right, right now we're in the 30s out there in the hill country. Notice most everybody above freezing. Now, some creek bottoms are 30, 31 right now already. And we're seeing 31 in Lexington, and 30 in Giddings, and 31 up there in Rockdale, and 30 in Cameron. So there are some locations that are already borderline where you could see some icing of elevated roads. Downtown, live right now, we've got some liquid there on the camera lens. 33, close, getting close. Thunderstorm at the airport in 33. Winds 5 to 16 miles per hour. Typically right here in Austin, especially this time of year, it's going to have to get down to about 20 to 29 before we start seeing, MOPAC or the upper lower deck of 35 icing over. And it's going to be marginal. That's what we're forecasting for the low in the morning, 29 degrees. So, this could be one of those events that it's mainly suburbs, but wake up with us in the morning because anything could happen. This is a weird one. We haven't seen one like this out of the 7 we've seen this winter. In the morning, some freezing rain, some sleet, a little sun popping out in the afternoon. How about that? And then after tomorrow, this is it, number 7, no more for this winter. We're going to warm up. This weekend, we may see some rain with a front, but it's going to be warm, so maybe a few thunderstorms too. Daylight savings time is going to begin at 2 a.m. Sunday morning. We're going to lose an hour. I'm all full of bad news tonight, huh? Tomorrow morning, beginning at 4, we're starting early for you. As soon as you wake up, tune us in. We'll tell you what's going on.